Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Currently, one of the most prolific murderer in this country, one of the most bloodthirsty murderer in his entire history of this country is walking free and able to kill with impunity across this island. And this gunman, nobody seems to be talking about him. Nobody. He kills people in broad daylight. He doesn't walk without his guns. He walk and kill people mostly in the middle of the day, in the streets, mostly in the bus park and in the commercial area of Bog Walk and Linstead. And when he kills people, he just walk right back in about a mile or mile and a half right back into his community just like that. Police isn't hunting for him. Therefore, he does what he does with total impunity. He has the entire Bog Walk Linstead area totally under siege. I'm speaking of none other than Glendon Amos, known famously in the area as Bull. Bull has been killing people for at least the past 9 years. He has been to prison before for gun crimes, served only about 4 years for shooting with intent, illegal possession of firearm, and I don't know what other gun crimes. And he came back on the street and he's still pitching hell just like that. And the thing with Bull, he has been on the police most wanted list for the past 4 years, at least 4 years by my checks, but it could have been longer. And he's not hiding. He lives right there in the community about everybody, and he kills most of the people he kills are from his same community. But here's one of the most interesting things about Bull. At least 1/3 of his victims are women. So far, I think he is the one criminal in Jamaica who targets women more than any other. Basically, Bull kill basically one person a week. Basically, sometime 2, sometime 3. It is that bad with Glendon Amos, aka Bull. And yet he's settling in the community and he walks the area and he sleeps in the community. He goes anywhere he wants in broad daylight and the police just doesn't seem to be able to catch him. Why? And guys, let me tell you now how brazen this court is. On Monday, May 28th, this year, Bull kick off a woman's door, a 50-year-old Georgia Dwarka. Drag her outside into her front yard about 11 o'clock the night and just pump her up with bullet. Why him do it? Why him just cold-bloodedly kill her so? Let me tell you. The Saturday before that, that's what, 2 days earlier, or 3 days earlier, I don't remember, was it Friday or the Saturday before the Monday. The police, the Linstead police, were doing a walkthrough in the area. Included in the walkabout was Superintendent Hopeton Nicholson, who was in charge of that area. You know, they were going about knocking on doors and trying to do a meet and greet. When they reached to her premises, she came out and she hugged the superintendent. And she said these words, "It is a good look for the community because the community needs more of this in terms of community policing so that the police can rap with the community and get rid of negativity. Whenever one is seen talking to the police, they are called informer. People need to familiarize with the police and get over it." That was what she said. Now, Bull wasn't going to come and follow the police in the walkabout. So somebody must go tell Bull, say this lady hug up the superintendent and use those words. 2 days later, him just kick off her door, drag her out right in her front yard and shoot her dead. What him is telling people is, listen, me rule ya so, and if me say uno no hug up police, uno don't go out go hug up none of them, full stop. Just for that, him kill the woman. 4 days later, Saturday, May 24th, this year, just 4 days later, at about 11:30, him go kill a man named Kean Bartley. Them call him Rimhead. A 37-year-old taxi man. Just call him out time yard broad Saturday morning and just fly him crown just like that. Well, we don't know why him do this one, but it's probably the extortion money wasn't coming in as fast as he wanted. Now, this is a picture of the victim, Kean Bartley, laying on the road just in front of his gate. You know, I had to distort the picture because, you know, due to YouTube policy. But see, this is what him do. Yes, as I say, him do 2 or 3 a week. And one of the most brazen murders that he committed. On the 14th of August 2020, a lady named Miss Millie, I think her name is Millicent Nicholson or Farquharson or something like that, but don't quote me on the last name, but I know her first name is Millicent, but them call her Miss Millie. She worked with the transport authorities. And one morning she was on her way to work, and she went into the bus park in Linstead, sat in the front seat, and was waiting on the bus to move off. Bull just come right up to the door, point the gun through the window, and just blast her away, pump bullets in her head, and just walk out of the bus park and walk right back into Commodore district where him come from, just like that, broad daylight, about 7:30, 7:45 in the morning. That is how brazen Bull is. But we have a motive for why he made kill Miss Millie. 2 of Miss Millie's sons were bad men. And he killed those 2 sons earlier, about 2 years before. But him killed them like 2 weeks apart. Because he was trying to control Miss Millie's son. And them say, no, me not come under your order. You can't talk to me. But them are the bad man still. And him dirt them one by one. But because she now wasn't mixed up in anything herself, she felt that she was safe. Because she said she actually moved out of the area for about a year after they died. But she eventually came back. And, you know, she thought everything was cool because she wasn't messing with anybody. And she thought that she was cool. People tell her don't go back. But she just thought that her conscience told her that she would be, no, not with Bull. Him come and just blow her away right broad daylight in front of everybody and walk. And all no police don't hold on for him for it. Bull is a one-man crime wave. But the question is, why aren't he being hunted? How comes he's living in his same house that he always lived? As a matter of fact, he has his family living in the area for generations. So he's well grounded. He has several brothers and many sisters. His mother died of cancer some years ago, but his father is still alive. He has uncles. He has a lot of family in the area. And they are protecting him. Whenever he kills anyone in Bog Walk, for example, he doesn't take a drive or anything. He just foot it. What he does, he would walk through Middleton Meadows and cross over the highway and go through Buena Vista and across People Yard, and Miss Chin properties. Yes, and then straight into Commodore. Sometimes him pass through Miss Murray Yard and Miss Bev Green and Deuce. And him pass through those areas. That's the route he takes. So whenever he goes and he commits a murder, he take those routes back into Commodore. And he stays in Commodore and no police go and look for him. Mr. Chin, your properties are part of the getaway route for this scoundrel. you need to do something about it. Or your relatives, I don't know if you're still alive, but the properties are known as Mr. Chin properties. Everybody know Mr. Chin properties. And the roads he is known to frequent is Rosemont Road and Reserve Road. And sometimes he hang out over a little basic school called Eastern Soroptimist Basic School. And if I can know this, then the police know this. Why aren't the police looking for him? Or just going and pick him up? Here is what. Bull has been boasting that nobody can touch him because him have the Bog Walk and Linstead police well wrapped up. He is claiming that Newton Amos, former Assistant Commissioner of Police Newton Amos, is his relative. I think he says it's his uncle. And he says he's boasting that his uncle have made sure to sort out things with the police in his area to ensure that they don't pick him up. We must also remember that this same former acting assistant commissioner of police was also in the recent general election. He was the candidate for the constituency of St. Catherine Northwest. Now, St. Catherine Northwest encompasses Linstead, Ewaton, and Louisville. So, is it coincidence that he is saying he's related to Newton Amos? Is it coincidence that Newton Amos happened to be the candidate for the JLP in that said area? I would like former Assistant Commissioner Newton Amos to come out and tell us if he is in any way connected to Bull. The country needs to know. Now, interestingly, I saw a news clip on television a few days ago, just after the young lady, Brittany Hunter, was killed in that accident where she was run over by a truck over there in St. Catherine. I hear that Bull put out a threat and say he's threatening to kill the man who was driving the truck that run over Brittany Hunter. And I said to myself, why would this murderer be interested in an accident that happened in that parish? Why would he? But after some digging, I get to realize that it is his niece. He has a sister called Lottie, and I hear that Brittany Hunter is the daughter of his sister called Lottie. See, in this life, you just never see smoke without fire. You have to understand and connect the dots. Now, police officers, when you people get in touch with Brittany Hunter's mother, start tracing out her link to her brother, to her murderer brother, and start put all of them under surveillance. But based on what we see right now, it is very likely that we can't expect that the police in Linstead are going to cooperate in catching this fugitive. Because if him living at the same area, walking at the same area, can kill people in a broad daylight, go back in the same area, and they'd never have a cordon or a curfew to try and catch him, even though he has been on the wanted list for so many years, it means that it would appear to me like the police in the area are totally tainted. Yes, there has to be some collusion between Bull and the police. Now, the picture on the left is when he was first arrested and was charged and eventually sent to prison. The second photo, the one on your right, is when he He's out and about and doing his weekly murdering. And him have another sister named Sharon. Check Sharon. Sharon is his lookout. Sharon is the one who collect his weapons. And Sharon know more about him than anything. So look out for Lottie, look out for Sharon. But him family big and him family saturate the place. And that's the reason why it's so difficult to track him down. But nobody is even trying. Because them not dig up in yard or dig up none of him family yard. The only way Bull is going to be caught, or me don't want him caught. You know, so me don't want nobody catch him. Because that's not a job well done. Only way them going get for dirt Bull, them going to have to use outside police. Because inside police in the area are actually protecting him. Him some outside police and have them set up a task force and get him. He can be gotten. They just have to work smart. And for goodness sake, again I'm calling on Newton Amos, former acting assistant commissioner of police, to tell us if he's related to this scoundrel. If there's anybody out there who know who can feed me the information, tell me. I will get it to the proper authorities. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.